The same in the back.
Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Paola. I go by Lola or Pao here online. I'm an acrylic artist, I'm a painter, and I've been sharing my work on Instagram for about 3 years. Now, in those 3 years, I've learned about how to grow my business, how to put myself out there. I've had to beat a lot of own obstacles that I had with being a little bit on the shy side, being a little bit scared to put my artwork out there. But in 3 years, I have managed to do so, and I kind of wanted to take to YouTube so that I could tell you guys how I did it and share some of my tips with you. I do get a lot of questions on TikTok and Instagram, which are my main platforms right now, which I'll have them linked below so that you can follow me there, about if I can post tutorials, if I can teach people how to blend, if I can go over my color mixing or how I get my ideas. And while I do want to do that, I want to do it on a platform where I can talk to you guys a little bit more. So one of the coolest things about YouTube is that you can pretty much find anything on here. I actually used YouTube to learn how to start painting by just looking up acrylic simple tutorials. Because all of the classes are free, I was able to kind of like build up a little portfolio of practice studies that then gave me the confidence to start putting my own work out there and share with people. Now, even though art has been my main focus for the last 3 years, I think part of what people don't know about me on my art Instagram is that I love learning. When I first was getting into art, I don't think that I knew exactly what I was doing just yet, but I was very open to learning whatever was next in my journey. So I would just be like, I'm open to learning whatever it is that I have to learn so that I can get to the next step in my journey. At this point, I was a little bit lost and I didn't really know what it is that I wanted to do, but I always knew that I loved art and I loved spending time doing art. So essentially that's kind of what I wanted to focus my time doing, is putting a little bit more time into doing the things that I love. I do want to get started in the learning and self-development route and then kind of work my way into the art realm. I do want to give you guys some tutorials of some of the stuff that I do, but I want to make sure that I'm ready to share those tutorials and that I'm sharing with you information that is going to be helpful to you and beneficial to you. I had this amazing idea. I was going to set out to learn 5 things in 5 days and record myself every single day that week so that I would get used to being in front of the camera, kind of get my my shyness out of me so that I could like be here with you guys. Sure enough, I didn't have 5 things that I wanted to learn through the week. I had 2. One, I wanted to learn how to put together a YouTube video, so film, edit. Then the other thing that I wanted to learn is I really wanted to learn how to sew. And this was gonna be kind of like the main focus of my video. Sewing and YouTube have been both things that I've been wanting to do for such a long time, but have been managed to put excuses out for myself to not actually do these things, and I wanted to change that for me. To start off telling you kind of how the last week went when I was trying to learn all of those things, I think that a lot of the times I'm too ambitious on Sunday night, and while Monday goes really well for me, I start to lose ambition as the week furthers on and gets closer a little bit to the weekend. So on Monday, I was so excited, I was ready, I brought out my sewing machine, I brought out my video, and I got immediately to filming, immediately to sewing the thing that I wanted to sew. But I basically spent all day trying to figure out how to thread the needle and how to make a t-shirt from a shirt that I had printed in the past with my art logo on it. After doing this for the whole day, I was able to pull off a t-shirt that I would say is about 6 out of 10. It was good, but it wasn't perfect. I was really proud that it was my first t-shirt, but I wanted it to be better. And then the next day I set out on another journey to film another video while I figured out how to make this shirt. I was figuring out how to make a shirt from scratch. I cut up all of the pieces and sewed them all back together, and luckily I was able to make a shirt that was better than the first one but still had its crooked lines, it's little mistakes, and I knew that I was learning and improving and getting a better understanding of what I was doing at first. Now it's day 3 of learning something new every single day. And while I could stop here with my sewing and focus more on my YouTube videos since I believe I have enough footage, instead I take the whole day to just make a couple more things with my sewing machine. I break down a pillowcase that I had with my art on it, and I turn it into a purse that I've been wanting to do for a super long time. Like, this has been in the back of my mind for months, and I was finally able to pull it off. Here we go into day 4. Now, day 4, I think I had to do the most mental preparation. I was gonna have to watch all of the film that I recorded. Each day I recorded like an hour or an hour and a half of footage, so I was gonna have to sit and watch myself on film for like 3 to 4 hours time, which is more than I have ever spent watching myself. I went ahead and I watched my own footage, and it wasn't even that cringy. It was way worse. It was boring. As someone who has been watching YouTube for so long, I feel like I've watched so many YouTube videos that if I made one that I couldn't sit through, nobody else was gonna be able to sit through it, and I understood that. So here we are in the whole next week doing the same thing that I did with the first shirt that I made, not being happy and content with what happened. So going above and beyond to make something that's a little bit better so that I can be happy and content. But it's all about the learning process, right? Had I not gotten up to do that little shirt on the first day, had I not filmed it, I would have never been able to like have any footage to watch myself, or even have any footage to say, you know what, that's boring, that sucks. Because one of the things that brought me to YouTube was the idea that people were kind of like doing little things every single day to better their lives, by learning every single day, by improving every single day. That's what I kind of want to bring to my channel. I want to bring you very real, very raw experiences of me figuring out how to do stuff, because I've always been somebody who loves to learn, and I've always been somebody also who battles with a lot of perfectionism. And we can touch on perfectionism on another video, but because of this is why I had to do my shirt twice or even film this YouTube video twice. It's because I want to have like an open conversation about the things that I'm learning as I'm figuring out how to do more things that I love and that like heal me. Because essentially, as I'm learning how to do these things that I love, I want to just be proud of myself for doing the thing that I love and not be so focused on, well, this isn't good enough, or this isn't what I expected. Because we determine if it's good enough or not, and a lot of the times I think I hold my own standard very high. If you've liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below telling me something that you've learned in the last month that you've been either pushing off or that you didn't even know you were learning. So go ahead and leave that down below. I hope that all of you guys have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Please take advantage of the sun, get outside, go ahead and breathe deeply, enjoy today, take care of your heart and your soul. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Bye.